Hey guys, welcome back. Today, I'm very glad to share with you that I finally found the album I've been looking for a very long time. That album is Quiet Riot 1 by Quiet Riot. This was obviously during the Randy Rhoads years. This was only released in Japan in 1977 because they could never find it or land an American record label, so they sold it to CBS Japan and they released it in Japan and eventually, thankfully, No Remorse Records decided to remaster it about a year ago and share it with us, finally making it to America and just giving a little bit of a tribute to Kevin and Randy and Frankie, which is also, I love on the back of the CD. It says dedicated to the memory of Kevin DuBrow, Randy Rhoads, and Frankie Banali, which those who don't know, Frankie Banali was the drummer replacing Drew Forsyth on Mental Health and Condition Critical and all the other albums. But sadly, he passed away in 2020 for, I believe, pancreatic cancer. But yeah, we lost both Kevin DuBrow and Randy, and a year or two later, not a year or two later, but a year or two before, sorry, we lost Frankie, which is very sad. But thankfully, to No Remorse Records and people who have also contributed to helping remaster this album, we finally get to listen to the early years of Quiet Riot and obviously the beginnings of what became Randy's legend, how he became the greatest guitarist of all time. But enough ranting. I've listened to this album many a time before getting the CD, which is a very. This took forever for me to find because I didn't know until I watched the documentary. Randy Rhoads documentary was released in 2022, and not too long after they released this album. They released the reissuing of this album. But yeah, I didn't know this was only released in Japan for the longest time, and I've been searching till finally a year ago, like I said, they've announced that they were going to reissue it in America, which is really cool, and I finally got my hands on it. You can go through No Remorse Records, you can go to their website and get this album and other albums that they released on that thing as well. You can also go to Amazon, which is where I got mine, but it's very pricey. It's not that cheap whatsoever. I did spend a lot of money on this, but without a shadow of doubt, I didn't blink. I didn't think about it for a second. I bought it because knowing that I had this album means a lot to me because I'm a huge Rhodes fan. I'm just a huge I invest my time and money into that old stuff, and I just absolutely love it. But again, me ranting. Just I'm gonna give you a little bit of a brief album review for those who don't know or those who just are very curious. When I first listened to this album, I kind of put together three albums that, like, sort of, if you mesh them together, this is what this album would sound like. Machine Head by Deep Purple, Killer by Alice Cooper, and Hotter Than Hell by Kiss. I feel like if you mix those three albums and just like kind of conjoin them into one album, that'd be Quiet Riot 1. That just all the tones and all the old sounding stuff. I know Randy was heavily influenced by Alice Cooper in the early '70s because I know his brother Kelly took him to his Alice Cooper concert, and he said it was like to Randy an epiphany, which I think is really cool because my first concert was Alice Cooper, which is really neat. But it's a very incredible, very underrated album, and I know people like kind of go onto the Quiet Riot 2 side instead of they think it's superior to Quiet Riot 1. I like both of them individually, like the same, but Quiet Riot 1 is the only one I got my hands on because out of stock and all that. But that is the next album I'll be searching for, and I'll definitely get my hands on it no matter the price. Well, at least if it's $100, I'll get it at some point. That's all I know. But like I said, it's only released in 1977 in Japan only, CBS Japan. I feel the tone of it, the raw, beautiful, just heavy hitting energy of this album makes it like one of my favorites of Randy's discography because he had a very short like listing. He only had like Quiet Riot 2, Blizzard, and Diary, and obviously Tribute, but that's more of a compilation of album of the Blizzard of Oz tour. But I definitely recommend it to anybody who are just now getting into listening to a Quiet Riot or wanting to start venturing off into Randy's different types of music besides Blizzard and Diary, not Blizzard. But yeah, I definitely recommend this to anyone who's like just starting out to like listen to Quiet Riot and Randy, like I said. But for those of you who can't get your hands on this album, there's two YouTubers that have loads of stuff like this from Quiet Riot and Randy. Randy Rhoads Clips, go to their channel, subscribe. It has old footage of Randy and Quiet Riot age, and all the just different performances and different like he's got. I think his recent video was the Spotlight solo evolution was like from when he started with Laughing Gas and Quiet Riot, and then when he got to the unaccompanied solos on Blizzard, and then the Man on Flying Trapeze and Diary of a Madman tour. But he has all that on there, different clips and just different just unreleased stuff that was just particular to Randy in general. But Randy Rhoads clips, and then go subscribe to Livewire. He has numbers on there, but I don't remember what they are, so I'm just gonna say Livewire. But he released about a couple like decade ago, I think, Quiet Riot 1 and 2. So if you can't actually get a physical copy of this, he has them there for you to listen to. He has Quiet Riot 1 and 2 and the Randy Rhoads Years, like which is just a compilation of different songs from those albums and unreleased songs like Picking Up the Pieces. And I believe there's another one on there, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But they have that all there for you for those who can't get a physical copy of this, which I was listening to for a very long time. That's how I discovered it. I found it on YouTube. But yeah, you can also get, like I said, you can get this on No Remorse Records or Amazon. And yeah, that's where I got it from. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this, like more of a brief review. It's not a very long review because I'm just gonna bask in everything and listen to every little note. And another cool thing on it, it has 3 unreleased songs on there, which was their demo for Magic Wand. It had Suicidal Show on it, West Coast Tryouts, which was later named because Kelly, Randy's brother, said he wanted to change it to Back to the Coast instead of West Coast Tryouts. And for those who don't know, West Coast Tryouts was the first lyrics on that song, which I think is really cool about the history behind that. But it also has Suicidal Show, which I've heard that if you play it, you'll hear different songs and bits and pieces from Blizzard and Diary. But I haven't really quite listened to that as much as the other songs. But yeah, I really, really enjoy this album a whole lot. It's just something different because I've listened to Blizzard and Diary probably an unhealthy amount of times, but I don't care because they're really, really good. And I'm definitely going to wear this CD out. I'm definitely have to get more than one copy if I find them out in the wild, which is going to be very difficult. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tell me guys what you think if you have the album or listened to the album multiple times before. Just tell me you guys what you think about the album and how you think like my opinion was on this and everything. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see when I post on my community or just different videos and shorts and miscellaneous stuff I put on there. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.